Let's see what the Mongols pick. Right now, they are also taking their sweet time with this.
Radiant team pick.
And they are going to be going for the Bristleback. An interesting pick to come out. Oh, didn't so they are relying on the Shaman and a Disruptor to bring in the disables. Meanwhile, a front line by the
10
Bristleback.
seconds remaining.
I would have ideally expected an offlaner to bring in the
5
front
seconds
line. Not
remaining.
only the front line, the Bristleback does that, but also the stun coming in from that front line, right? There's really no stun to be found here until several seconds later when the Shaman comes in or when the Disruptor comes in. But Disruptor is a defensive disabler, and sure, Shaman is an aggressive disabler, but let's see if he'll be able to do that in the lane. I do think it will happen for him, but then the trouble comes in those team fights. How do you make sure that you can get those disables down? Because you have the Ringmaster and you have the Naga Siren as well as the Storm Spirit who can also zap to cancel the Shackle. So I'm not too sure. I think that Tidehunter would have been better for both of these sides. Ivory will be going for the Lycanthrope. Now, this is their hero that I really do like, so they are not, in fact, going for a Tidehunter. They don't even care to be going for any hero like that. They will just pick the Lycan up, and they are going to be happy with that one. Ivory versus the Mongols. Whose draft is better? I really have no idea. Mongols have a greedier draft, but Ivory seem to have the more well-balanced draft. Although I say that, but Ivory also have a lot of greed coming in from the Lycan, right? Just having to farm up on the Gyro, Lycan, and the Storm Spirit is a very uh it's a lot of greed on both of these sides. I will say that Bristleback can fight earlier on. And then you have a Magic Shadow Fiend, which is greedy, but not as greedy as a carry Shadow Fiend. So we should have uh Curie on the Shadow Fiend here able to at least make something happen around the map once he gets that Blink Dagger. Um, Assuming he's going for the Blink Dagger first, he may as very well be going for the standard Gaia and Yasha build before he goes for the Blink. Hmm. Here we go. I will.
Prepare for battle.
You fought well and true.
I will slightly adjust that so that.
Когда меня рожали, все мидеры дрожали.
Let me know if the volume is fine for you guys. I more mean the in-game sound rather than my volume. I have tested out my volume. That one should be fine. But again, if you have problems with my volume too, you can let me know, and we will adjust that one out. Meanwhile, we will be taking a look at what these teams will be doing in the early game. A full 5-man smoke to come out from the Mongols as they make their way towards the Radiant side. But Christina will just apply
30 seconds
or rather
to
plant down that Observer Ward, a very aggressive Observer Ward. And I don't think the Wolves actually caught this out. The Wolves actually can't catch anyone out. They are all inside of the Smoke of Deceit, and I don't even think the Naga Siren's illusions will be catching anyone out. So perhaps Ivory are going to be lured into a false sense of safety here. Cinema roll. Cinema roll? It's not the cinnamon roll, it's the cinema roll.
Когда меня
It's been a
рожали,
while since I
все
casted
мидеры
Ivory.
дрожали.
They will see Fortune Soul here, and they will make their move to take the bounty rune, I believe, and they will be able to grab it. Drick gets it, and it's going to be 2 and 2 bounty runes each. So nothing too significant for either side. But what's significant is that Drick is caught out. He will be forced to go for this TP here, but at the end of it all, he will have a reduced HP pool. He does have a lot of tangos to play with, so he's going to be doing just fine. I don't think that it's gonna bother him all that much. And we will have a pause coming out. Gotta have the pause, man. It gives me time to have my T2. So, you know, I'm not complaining. I wake up for the games, for you guys in specific, to be able to cast, and I do things that I love, right? It's T and some Dota, and of course you guys in the chat out there. But let's actually take a look at the laning phase, how it's going for both of these three sides. It is Team Ivory who are ahead in the last hits, but at just 1 minute, at the 1 minute mark, nothing can truly be said, right? This is the point in time where we discuss some of these lanes here, and I'm actually trying to look where either one of these sides is going to be stronger, and I can't really tell. I mean, Shaman versus the Naga Siren and the Gyrocopter. The Shaman has gone for the chicken fingers facet. This does mean that he is going to be stronger in the laning phase, and if he's able to get a shackle down once he gets some levels up, perhaps at the back of Panda's Skull Sprays, they can get a kill on either the Naga Siren or maybe even the Gyrocopter. Of course, the same thing can be said for Ivory. If they can get an ensnare down from the Naga Siren and get in position with their Gyrocopter, then they should be able to get a kill with the Rocket Barrage coming in. But both of those are very situation dependent, and I'm not sure if either one will be given that situation or that space in this lane. Top side, I believe it's much of the same thing, except I don't see either side being able to acquire an easy kill. It is a lane which is difficult for Tammy because he's constantly getting poked by the Lycan Wolves, and maybe Trick wants to be going in, throws out that Impalement Darts, and Rapido is going to get hit by the Ensnare coming in from Fortune. The Gorgon's Grasp kicking in, but I don't think that is going to be anything too bad for either side.
You fought well and
Забавы нету. Ни ха-ха, ни хо-хо.
100% packet loss. There's not a single packet that's going through. That is amazing. That is insane. I don't even know what 100% packet loss means, guys. Like, doesn't it mean that there isn't a single packet going? Don't you just disconnect at 100% packet loss? I'm not an internet guy, but I don't know what 100%. But I mean, it's nothing going through the other side. But that is. I'm actually gonna have to check what 100% packet loss actually means, because from my understanding, it's sounds rough at the end of it. Neither side actually acquiring first, but this is very interesting because this is very unlike a Southeast Asian Dota game. You should have the first blood coming about somewhere. Tammy is gonna eat an impalement, and that is going to be the first blood going the way of Drick, and Ivory grab it, and they are going to be happy with that one. And I'm actually glad I was looking everywhere to see who's gonna acquire first blood, and it might be the Mongols who get a kill down on Aizen. He is falling very low, and one more quill should do the trick. Or actually, it's gonna be 2 more quills, as Aizen had the wand coming in. And now it's Cinnamoroll who is in trouble. The cinnamon-filled Naga Siren is just going to walk away. And I think this lane is going to start suffering. I think Mongols are going to be coming out ahead in the laning phase here. At least from this off lane of theirs. But it all depends if they're able to continue the momentum. I mean, Panda has 24 losses compared to the Gyrocopter's 18. So he is doing a lot better in terms of farm. But I'm not too sure if he can continue this momentum up, because the Rocket Barrage will soon be level 4. Or rather, level 5, right? But Cinnamoroll needs to be careful. At the same time, Mongols need to be careful. It's both sides who need to be careful. I mean, Aizen doesn't actually have that much HP. Has 4 wand charges, but it's these chicken fingers, right? It's too potent, it's too strong to actually fight against. Black Cannon is activated, but the Shackle is going to be there. Ensnare is ready from Cinnamon. Wants to be throwing it down onto his Panda, but is unable to do anything here. I wonder why he took his time with that Ensnare. He should have just thrown it out on that Bristleback, disabling Panda from being able to lock that Gyrocopter down under the tower. But I think that Mongols are going to be more than happy with that. Ken actually forced out of the lane as well. Or I don't think he was forced out of the lane. I think he voluntarily moved out of the lane, giving Drick the experience in this lane. Because the Lycan can just farm over the top side. They've already gotten 1 kill on the Disruptor. So I suppose they're thinking that they're good to go. Meanwhile,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ringmaster making his way towards the mid lane. Does Kurusina want to fight with the Disruptor coming in? Turns out he does. The 6-minute power rune isn't going to be there towards the top lane. And Drick will be glimpsed back to his death. Ken is incredibly low right now. Doesn't actually have much mana to play with. Has enough mana to make it towards that high ground, but he doesn't have the boots of speed. And Shadow Fiend is going to outrun the Storm Spirit. Another zap being found at the back of that Soul Ring, and a Naga Siren coming about. Ken seems to have found the mind play, the outplay there. And right now, it is the Shadow Fiend in trouble. Drake is there as well, has the Impalement Arts, and the Shadow Fiend taking too much damage is just going to end up falling down. And nice outplay coming out by the Storm. He made the Shadow Fiend think he didn't have the mana, made me think he didn't have the mana, but then it turned out he had the Soul Ring to play with. So Cinnamoroll. Tammy may have thought this was an illusion, but with throwing out a Thunder Strike, he knows this is no illusion. He's gonna glimpse the Naga Siren back. The Naga Siren, Cinnamoroll, 2 little HP left on him, and he is just gonna take out the Blood Grenade for good measure. And Tammy finds the kill. 3-3 right now. Overall, pretty even the game for both of these sides, all things considered. But Ken will acquire a nice bit of stacks, some juicy stacks for himself, and will be able to recover on the Storm, because sure, he was able to survive in that last fight, but lost hits wise, he doesn't do that well against the Shadow Fiend.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hero to hero, I mean, the Shadow Fiend does do a little bit better.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Fortune. Ken is here with the Storm Spirit. The Medusa is going to fall, and I'm not too sure why he struck around there. He had no ally to help him out. The Disruptor, the Shaman, both were towards the bot lane. The Medusa should have played more careful, because when you know your supports are not there, you want to be backing away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And now tier 1 towers are going to be traded out by both of these sides.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Shadow Fiend is
Dire's middle tower
going to
is
go
under
for the
attack.
Kaya first, and then they're going to go for the Blink Dagger. I wonder, I mean, this is going to be anyone's game. It really does depend on the Storm Spirit bringing Ivory back into this. Meanwhile, the Bristleback is farming so fast, so is the Medusa. Fortune Soul has the Yasha already. So, I mean, it is very much going to be Ivory who are going to be slightly behind, going to have to play against the clock. And all comes down to whether or not they disable the Medusa, right? Because the Lycan is also doing pretty well for himself, and they will see Fortune Soul once again. Drake goes in, throws out the Carnival, and the Storm Spirit is going to zap on top. Fortune Soul has lost his life and is going to be dropping down on the network chart to that 4th place position. And it's the Shaman as well as Tammy who are in trouble. Another zap in. The only problem is this Requiem doesn't actually do anything. Does end up throwing it out, but it's not got anyone out. Rapido goes in on towards the Disruptor. The Storm Spirit's still there, and Gracina unable to actually find the hits. The Naga Siren song comes about. The Medusa is here. Has no Stone Gaze though. As that means the Shadow Fiend is going to end up falling pretty soon. One more hit from Rapido should do the trick, and that is 3 heroes, or rather 4 heroes down now for the Mongols. And Ivory,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
they want to come back into this fight. Perhaps they do. I mean, Rapido doing so much work there on the Lycan. And we saw the weakness of the Mongols draft coming about. I mean, full 5 heroes versus the 5. Mongols do come out, don't exactly win.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm trying to see whether or not this game just snowballs out of control for the side of Mongols. Because, I mean,
Dire's middle tower.
look at the net worth displacement now. The 3 cores from Ivory are leading the charts. And they seem to be in command. I hear the shapeshift and I hear a zap in. Ken goes in, Vortex down on the Shadow Fiend, and the Carnival as well comes out from Drake. And this is going to be a slaughter over the tier 1 tower. They are going to lose 2 of their heroes. Mongols really no way to fight with their Shadow Fiend. It's really just impossible. And this is the greed from the Mongols being punished right now. The only one that can actually turn things around is this Bristleback, but this Bristleback needs so much farm. Right, you need those auras coming about, you need the Blade Mail, and so does the Medusa.
Dire's bottom tower.
Ooh. Ken just zaps over to the other side. Tammy is going to find the glimpse there and will keep himself safe, but these are just
Under attack.
responses that Mongols are making. They are not making any kind of an action on their own. They're not actually making any kind of a move on their own. They're just reacting. Which is not the ideal position to be in,
Dire's
if I'm
bottom
being
tower
very
is
honest.
under attack.
It's strange though, because when I was taking a look at the group stage, Mongols are actually ahead of everyone else in the group, right? They are 2-0 against both Interactive Philippines as well as Carstens. Sure, Kopites are in the 2nd place position, but I will have to hold that thought as
Scanning.
the Mongols will be able to make their way on towards Rapido, will be able to find him, and this Lycanthrope is going to end up dying. I mean, shapeshift or no shapeshift, it really doesn't matter. There's going to be a Requiem on top of him. There's going to be the Raiders coming about, and he will fall. Meanwhile, Ken comes in with the response. So does the Gyrocopter. And the Mongols, having caught with their pants down, they are going to end up losing out all of their heroes. The Medusa is going to try and go for the teleport out. Well, will be able to find it, but it's going to be 3 heroes that are going to pay for this excursion on towards the Lycan, and I'm not too sure that was worth it. I don't actually think that was worth it at all. Ken will just zap on forward towards the Shrine of Wisdom, will be able to collect it as well as find a teleport out. Very impressive that Ken was able to recognize the perfect timing there and made it look so easy. Oh man. That was I mean, it's a 6,000 net worth advantage for Ivory, right? All they really have to do is continue to play how they're playing, and they'll end up winning at least game number 1. Fortune Soul does have the Manta. Disruptor won't really have anything, and Kuri Sutina. This is a very difficult name to pronounce, I will say that. Tammy is going to fall towards the cliffside, and there's not really a whole lot the Disruptor can do. He's supposed to be a counter to the Storm, but right now it's the Storm who's actually being able to counter him out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now on the tier 2 tower.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tier 2 tower is going to end up falling.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And I think the Medusa is going to be doing just fine.
Dire's middle
At least
tower
for
is under
now.
attack.
I mean, I don't see how the Medusa survives is the problem. He's just weak right now. Doesn't have the damage output. Needs so much gold before he gets the damage output. And even the Shadow Fiend, I mean, how is he supposed to launch that Requiem? I think it can come at the back of a Shackle play, but then you have that Song of the Siren on the other side, and it is Ivory who are inside of the Roshan pit. Even the Shaman is going to lose his life towards the bot lane.
Dire are scanning.
It's not a good look for the side of the Mongols right now. At least for game number 1. I mean, it's a 7,000 net worth disadvantage. Roshan will end up falling unless they make a move. But Mongols, they do have a smoke. But will they make a move? It's too late. They can't make a move. So they are going to just end up going back. And... I think it's going to be on towards the rest of the tier 2s. And then Ivory will just take it towards the high ground.
Dire's top tower.
I mean, there's really nothing else. Ivory don't actually have to wait for anything, right? They are... Just their lineup is super strong right now against Mongols. These heroes do a lot better. Panda will end up getting spotted out here though, and they will know he is there. The smokes are going to break, and Ken will zap forward trying to catch out the rest of those heroes, but it's a Shadow Fiend that was the target there. They should have just made their way on towards the Bristleback. He is buying a lot of space, but now Tammy is the one in trouble. The Disruptor is going to lose his life first in this team fight, and it's going to be the Shaman on the menu next. He drops down the massive Serpent Boards. But again, ooh, the Carnival from Drake will mean that Mongols have to fall back. They will lose their Shadow Fiend, and Fortune Soul, luckily for him, has the Stone Gears to play with, but Ken will just disable this Medusa from being able to run away, and Fortune will end up losing out on his mana. The Storm Spirit, who has reincarnated, will now make his way towards the Medusa, and it's going to be a full team wipe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Naka even finds a TP out. This is horrendous for the Mongols.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
The good thing is, 19 minutes in, they respawn so quick.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
creep just got the kill.
Dire's top
And that creep might just get another kill. It again goes back in the shaman. Yeah, this ice shaman is doing more work than the shadow shaman on the other side. As the solar spirit wants to be going in, will find the kill on that shadow fiend once that orchid burn kicks in. And sure enough, that's going to be 3 heroes that have already fallen. Only the bristleback and Medusa remain. The disruptor is going to respawn, of course. And I think that Ivory slowed down the pedal. They will just take this tier 2 tower. And they will make their way towards the... Probably not towards the throne at this point, or the tier 3s at this point. They will end up falling back. I think they need a bit more farm before they go high ground. Aizen has a diffusal blade, of all things, on the gyrocopter. Rapido has the BKB. Ooh, gyrocopter's actually caught out right now. Doesn't have the BKB to play with, and that means that Aizen will fall. Ken will be able to get a double kill at the back of being able to throw down the vortex there, and there goes the ultimate from the ringmaster. Rapido will grab himself that kill on the Lycan, and Kurosina will throw out a Requiem with 4 souls inside of it. They are just gonna call it MongolZ. The GG is thrown out, and Ivory claim a game number 1 in this best of 3, and they win 21 minutes in. It is over, gentlemen, as Rapido does call it as well. What a game coming out from Ivory. I do think that it was a straight up outdraft. I don't think that... I think that MongolZ just played it too greedy. Way too greedy. And I think with a bit of draft adjustment, they can come back into this, because MongolZ, they are... they have been the one to beat out both Carstens as well as IAP. Let's see if they can continue with the momentum. We will be back for game number 2 after, I believe, a short break, but it won't be that long. It will be just around 5 minutes or so. So don't go anywhere, guys, and we will be back.
You've been lost and alone in the city of lights, I know. Getting hot, feeling low, and it's out of your control. You should know that I won't leave you. I'll stay beside you. I'm never letting you go. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights, I know. But I will guide you home. But I will guide you home. But I will guide you home. Fight in the shadows. You've inside, trying to keep my head high while everybody's dancing. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the angel, the one I've been waiting for. You're the angel, the one that pulled me out of the dark. You're the angel. You're the angel. Letting go of the past, I can never understand. So many questions, why? Well, everybody's dancing. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the angel, the one I've been waiting for, waiting for. You're the angel, the one that pulled me out of the dark. Oh, I've been waiting for, waiting for. The one that pulled me out of the dark. You're the angel. You're the angel. And I lost myself again. You hit just like a drug. This time I won't let you in. You're playing with fire. No, I didn't on the prey. But this time I won't collide like I did yesterday. Yesterday, you broke my heart once again. I won't buy the dust in return. I can't give in, I can't give in, I won't give in this time. You broke my heart once again. When you're bad, but you're bad it for me. I can't give in, I can't give in. I've already run with the wolves. Far from the light of the day. I can't go back to you, I'm stronger than that. Been to the dark side, I don't know. So if you wanna shoot far away, I won't go back to you. I'm stronger, I'm stronger, I'm stronger today. I'm stronger today. Tú tienes la pócima para enloquecerme, pero voy a draw the line. Que yo ya sé que es de ti. I got to stay away, got to stay away. Sé que como un trofeo quieres tenerme, pero I don't need no one. Que yo ya sé que es de ti. I got to stay away, got to stay away. No, 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 baby, no, 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 no setbacks. No, 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 baby, no, 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 this time. You broke my heart once again. I won't buy the dust in return. I can't give in, I can't give in, I won't give in this time. You broke my heart once again. When you're bad, but you're bad it for me. I can't give in, I can't give in. I've already run with the wolves. Far I never thought I'd feel like this. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like this. Ooh, I never thought I could. I never thought I'd be on my shit. Be on my. I'm spending my time in love like I should. And no more struggling for my blood. I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like this. Feel like I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like this. Feel like I never thought I'd feel like this. I never thought I'd feel like this. Ooh, I never thought I could. I never thought I'd be on my shit. Be on my. I'm spending my time in love like I should. Almost struggling for my blood. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like. Feel like. Feel like this. Feel like. I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like. Feel like this. Feel like. Feel like. I'm spending my time in love like I should. Almost struggling for my good. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like. I never thought I'd feel like I never thought I'd feel constellations. They remind me that this life cannot be lost forever. I watch my generation. It's so evident this world will soon be gone. Will soon be gone. Can we live for tonight? Run away. Let's run away, run away. Can we get out of time? Fly away. Let's run away, run away. constellations. They remind me that this life cannot be lost forever. I watch my generation. It's so evident this world will soon be
Welcome back, guys, to the EPL World Series Southeast Asia Season number 8. We are in the best of 3 between MongolZ and Ivory, as MongolZ, despite
10
the
seconds remaining.
very good start they had towards the start of the tournament, they won against IAP as well as against Carstens in both 2-0, but they gave up the very first game against Ivory here, and I think it was because of the fact that they had a greedy draft. It's not going to get any easier because Ivory will come out with their Void Spirit. It is one of their most played heroes, and they also have a Nature's Prophet. Of course, at the same time, MongolZ, they come out with the Puck and have a Naga Siren at their side this time around. It was against them in the previous game, but still, I hope they don't pick up a greedy draft. They already are anchoring
10
towards
seconds
that.
remaining.
Because you have a Naga support. Naga support is one of the greediest supports out
5
there.
seconds remaining.
And the Puck, sure, Puck isn't all that greedy. You can essentially play as soon as you have that Witchblade. But let's see what the rest of the picks here will be from the MongolZ.
Dire team pick.
They pick the Magnus. Interesting. Pick to come out from their side. I wonder why the Magnus though. I mean, there's not really a whole lot for the RP. There's not even an exact empower
10 seconds.
ally
remaining.
on your side. Who are you trying to catch out here? I mean, the Nature's Prophet, there are other ways to go about it. I suppose the synergy between the Ensnare with the Skewer is a potential laning phase combo, and then you also have the Illusory, rather the Dream Coil into the RP, right? So those are two ways the Magnus can play in this game, but it's hard. I mean, Ivory, they have the Astro step away. They have the Morta's calling for the silence. The Nature's Prophet doesn't have to reveal his position until he sees the Puck and the Magnus. So it does seem like there are plenty of ways to play against the combo coming out from MongolZ right now. But well, let's see. Perhaps Ivory are caught off guard because last game around they were playing extremely aggressive. This time around MongolZ do have a pretty defensive draft, or rather have a good draft to play against the aggression that's coming out, even from the Underlord. I saw the Underlord. I was casting, I was casting CCT, the European circuit, and I saw carry Underlord come out this time around, and I even saw a carry Underlord in the lost version,
Radiant
in the
team
lost series for CCT. So an interesting hero, right? Teams are now playing this on the carry role once per tournament, don't have much success, and it goes in the bin after that. But I do think that this time around, it very much looks like to be an offlane Underlord. I don't think you will want to go for a carry Underlord, not in this game.
5 seconds remaining.
So let's see. Again, guys, let me know if the volume is fine for you, the in-game volume. I would like the input. And we'll just point out the game 2 has started. Templar Assassin ban coming out from the MongolZ. So they actually don't think this Nature's Prophet is a carry. That would surprise me.
Dire
I
team
think Ivory just played the Nature's Prophet as the carry, right? Against MongolZ who have such a squishy draft. All 4 of their heroes don't have any kind of a front line. We will have to see.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ivory's last ban. They went for the ban on the Ursa, but I wonder how well this works out for them.
Dire team pick.
Another. These bans, they're not very squishy heroes. I mean, right now, Mongols can go for something like the Swen, pair it up very nicely with the Magnus. Maybe even. Okay, no, you can't go for another cleave hero. I mean, the
10
Ursa
seconds remaining.
is banned. Swen seems like a really good option. The Lifestealer is also
5
a really good
seconds
option with the Empower. Not to mention, you have the Infest Bomb coming in. The gate, or rather, the you won't be rooted down. You won't be silenced. You will have a natural dispel against the Orchid if you choose to go for the Manta style. So I really do like the Lifestealer pick for the Mongols. But let's see if they will go for that. Ivory, meanwhile, they will go for the Bane. That will mean that Mongols weren't able to read Ivory correctly. This will be a carry Nature's Prophet, or maybe even a carry Immortal. We will have to see. I do think I do lean in favor of the carry Nature's Prophet over the Immortal, just for the global presence of
10
the
seconds
NP.
remaining.
Meanwhile, Mongols, they now see the full 5 of Ivory, and what are they going to be
5
banning out
seconds
is the big
remaining.
question. Or rather, picking out is the big question. I think you can go for the Swen here or the Lifestealer, but they will go for either. They will actually go for the Luna. Very interesting. A Luna pick coming out. Oh, man. All over the place has been the name of the game for the Mongols draft. For both game number 1 and game number 2. I mean, sure, Fortune. I mean, Naga Siren plus Luna and is a combo, right? Dark Willow plus Luna is a
10
combo.
seconds remaining.
So that means that the Luna has a potential
5
combo with just about
seconds
every hero
remaining.
from the Mongols, right? The Puck, Dream Coil, Tammy with the Ensnare and the Song, Dark Willow with the Bramble Mazes, and Panda with the Skewer, as well as the RP. So Fortune Soul does have that combination, but I would still prefer to see a Lifestealer, or maybe even a Swen. I think both of those heroes would be pretty good here in this position. But let's see. I mean, Ivory have all the heroes that they wanted, right? We have seen their Void Spirit before, as well as their Nature's Prophet before. And those are two heroes that they play really well with. Those are two heroes that they were wanting. And then meanwhile, you have Cinnamon Roll. I know it's Cinnamon Roll, but I really like calling him Cinnamon Roll for some reason. Cinnamon Roll will be playing the Bane, and Drake will be playing the Mortha. And meanwhile, you have Rapido on the Underlord. Let's see what the offlane for Ivory are going to be able to do. Particularly, I say that because you also can bring in Aizen from the carry position. Here we go, guys. Game number 2
Prepare
in a best
for
of 3
battle.
between Mongols and Ivory. Ivory's tag isn't appearing over here, but I wonder who won the series before this. It was a 2-0, I believe. I will just take a look for you guys. It was Reconyx who won against IAP. Predictable there, Reconyx, incredibly strong team. They are also I believe they're the winners of the last CC, or of the last EPL Southeast Asia.
30 seconds to battle.
Ivory wanted to go for a way in, but I don't think they'll be able to find it. Ken needs to be careful. Will be able to walk that one back.
The Battle begins.
The Bane could end up being in trouble. Cinnamon Roll will end up getting rooted down and will end up possibly being brought down. The Brain Sap does buy him some amount of HP, but a few more lost clicks or right hits will do the trick. Cinnamon unable to make it out. First blood goes the way of the Mongols. Their mid laner will grab it up, and maybe even Drick ends up dying here, but he will be safe for now. But overall, it is a 1-0 that goes in favor of the Mongols, and they are off to a good start, at least as far as the early game goes. I think Bounty Runes will be going the way of, I think it's 2-2 Bounty Runes each, so nothing too hazardous there, but Ivory will play this game faced on the back foot. I believe last game they got the first blood. Right? Yeah, last game they did get the first blood on towards their off lane. But this time around, it is going to be their mid lane who ends up suffering. Let's see if this makes any bit of difference, right? Because Ken is playing the Void Spirit, so traditionally, Void Spirit is one of those spirits that does do a lot better compared to the Storm or maybe the Ember. Finds the denies, finds the creeps at the back of those Remnant plays, and of course, has enough saves as well against Kurosituna or Curie Sutina. I will try to remember this, but Panda goes down towards the top side. I wonder how that play came about, because Aizen and Cinnamoroll don't exactly have too good of a setup. I mean, you have a Sprout at the end of the day. That's it. And you had the Brain Sap. And even the Willow will be zoned out here. BY unable to do much if his Magnus is unable to stay alive. And let's see. Towards the bot lane, I mean, Rapido should be having a decent enough time on the Underlord. He's an Underlord. Ooh, a pit being found on the Luna. Fortune Soul is going to run out of HP. One more swipe and Rapido will grab the kill. And Mongols, they are showing signs of trouble. Right? It's an erratic pulse. It's not really going into any kind of fibrillation, but it is starting to be a bit, starting to pound against the wall there.
This one was enough for you.
Let's see. Ken on 17 losses, and look, I mean, oh man, this is not good. This is not good at all. I mean, you take a lost hits over on the side of the puck. Sure, he got the first blood, but he's sitting at about 10 lost hits. The Void Spirit, Ken, has 20, 21, and has 8 denies. This Void Spirit has denied 2 whole creep waves away from the puck, and even apart from the 2 creep waves, Kurosituna hasn't actually found that many creeps. He has been choosing to dish out damage to the Void Spirit, and it really has not been working out. Now, Cinnamoroll has a Nightmare to play, but will he use it on BY? No, he won't, but BY will still pop the Shadow Realm. Meanwhile, towards the bot side, Rapido continues to do fine. Of course, Fortune Soul is also doing fine, even though he did end up going down, but let's see how well this reflects in the net worth when we do take a look at it. And the Bottle Rune, or rather, the Water Rune is going to be stolen away from the puck. Ideally, Mongols make some kind of a maneuver. Okay.
Dire's
Let's
structures
see.
are fortified.
Ken doesn't have his Astro Step, so he won't exactly go for the jump in. I wonder if Aizen can actually teleport towards some of those other lanes and get a kill, because right now you take a look at the mid lane and the Buck is actually pretty vulnerable because he is throwing his illusory orbs without the consideration for that Nature's Prophet. But over that top side, Cinnamoroll does end up losing his life. The Willow is very low. The dead shot to actually make sure BY doesn't have an escape, and the Nature's Prophet Aizen will pick up that kill. I think that is a kill that favors the side of Ivory, because it is their carry picking up the kill as opposed to their offlaner, or rather it was the Willow herself who was able to grab the kill on a support. So a support trade that ends up giving the kill to a carry, that's an easy one to call it. And now Curiositina in trouble, has the illusory orb to throw out. The Willow does come in, but the Ken is just too quick with the steps there. Will be able to grab the puck, and now BY unable to find the void. He will just teleport away.
Bottom tower is under
And
attack.
over on the bot lane, because you did leave your Luna to try and go for the save on the puck, the Underlord is just going to drag away with the creeps. Has the Firestorm to play with. It should be called Malefic Storm, right? Because he's all. It's atrophy. It's a bit of malice. Why does he have fire? It should be the Malefic Storm, or some, you know, Scourge Storm, or something. Why is it fire? Yeah, this is a lack of originality, guys. It's you know, it's I don't know. This is tilting me, so we will go towards the other side.
Dire are scanning.
The Shrine of Wisdom is going to spawn, and Ivory,
Dire's bottom tower
they're making a move towards us. Ken is coming in, has an Astro Step to play with. Panda can find the skewer, but it won't matter. The Astro Step will come out. Ivory clean up both the Shrine of Wisdom, and they will even be able to find BY. He does find the escape out, but no! Aizen grabs the kill. The Dream Core will come out. That is going to be a dead Void Spirit, and maybe even a dead Aizen, because he has no space to go. But that does mean that the Underlord is going to come in rapido with the gate, catching both the Naga Siren as well as the Magnus. And there's a bit of lag to come out there. Interesting set of choices to come out from Ivory. I'm glad the Bane found that a bit funny, because that was a very lame joke. But still, I wonder if I will actually you know, maybe during TI I will interview one of the other Philippine squads out there. Maybe someone from Interactive Philippines, or maybe someone from Ivory. That would be nice, just to hear their thoughts on because 8 out of 80 players, right, go heading to TI, both from Boom and Nemesis. 5 players from Nemesis, 3 from Boom, from the Philippines. So will be interesting to see what the other players from some of these other Philippine squads make, what they make of it. I'm excited, and I'm not even from the Philippines. I'm from Southeast Asia, so that makes me really excited for the scene. But let's see. Ooh, Eclipse? Rapido is dead! Oh no, Rapido is not dead! Rapido actually finds the escape from the maze there! Another Lucent Beam to come out. BY doesn't have his Shadow Realm, and what a set of jukes coming out. He was able to dodge every single bramble. And if I could tip someone, if the caster had the ability to tip someone, it's not there, but I would have tipped Rapido for that one. That was an insane play coming out from this
Dire's
Underlord.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bane is...
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is
Doesn't
under
have the
attack.
Fiend's Grip. He only has a Nightmare to play with. Uh, but the Naga Siren is going to reveal which one is the real Naga, but we'll just end up finding the Jukes out. And I don't know what Ivory are doing. Perhaps they just want the creeps to take down this tower. But it's an interesting set of decisions, right? If they want to zone some heroes out, they bring in some more heroes to be able to do that. Or maybe even just target the tower with their heroes, right? Like the way that they're doing right now. But Tammy, he may want to defend this, but the only question is,
Radiant's
can...
bottom tower is under
Who
attack.
is going to come to defend this?
Radiant's bottom
No one.
tower has fallen.
The pizza will be grabbed up by Rapido. So will the tier 1 tower. And now... Ken will be able to take the tower. And now Ivory will make their move towards the mid-side tier 1 tower. I wonder whether or not Mongols will bring some kind of force here. I mean, they do have the Luna's Eclipse available. Does have enough mana for it, but can't use a Lucent Beam. Right? Can only use the TP and the Eclipse. At the same time, you have a Nightmare, you have Ken in this position. Now, they are bringing in Panda. No, they're not bringing in Panda. Panda wants to be farming up. So, it's just a bit of posturing from both these sides. In a way that works out for Ivory, because Rapido, as well as the Nature's Prophet, continue to farm up. You take a look at the net worth, and it's 5,600 for the Nature's Prophet. And right now, they have the momentum in their favor. The Nature's Prophet farms up faster than the Luna does.
Is under attack.
Nature's Prophet actually farms up faster than anyone else does. But Drake is going to use a dead shot. He will actually spot everyone out. And the RP, it's a good thing the Magnus was hit by that silence. It could have gone horribly for Ivory. He still manages to find that 2-man RP. But even Drake still remains alive. He has Pierce the Wheel available. Of course, the Luna's Eclipse will mean that the rest of Ivory have to fall back, at least for now. But it's 2 heroes lost for the Mongols. As Satina, he is in trouble with the Buck. Has to throw out that 3-man Dream Coil. But there is no more follow-up available for the Mongols. They will have to get back and cut their losses.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 1 tower also to fall here.
Invisibility.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
But Ken doesn't seem like he's done. He wants to actually catch the puck out. The dead shot not really landing. The puck, of course, is hit by that Spirit Rustle and won't be able to make the exit. Ivory are now on a 4,000 net worth advantage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Rapido will have the Rod of Atos.
Radiant's top tower
And
is under attack.
I think that Drake is also going for Rod of Atos. Is the Bane going for Rod of Atos as well? No, the Bane Cinema Roll doesn't have the gold necessary to be going for anything. So he's not going to be going for that one. Meanwhile, Ken looks towards picking up a very early Aghanim Shard instead of any other item. Maybe he should go for the Scepter or upgrade his boots at the very least, but no. They are going to be reliant on this Nature's Prophet to be doing the heavy lifting. Aizen will have a Mjolnir up soon. As the rest of Ivory, they go in with a 3-man smoke. And it's a Shrine of Wisdom play again.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower. is
Magnus
under
needs to be
attack.
careful, but this time around, MongolZ, they may be prepared for this, but Luna needs to make coming quick. You have a song as well. It's going to keep Pandas alive for now. The puck stream call is not going to land on anyone as he didn't wait out the song there, but still it is going to be enough. Two heroes are going to fall, and Aizen also falls here. An unstoppable streak going the other way, and the entirety of the lead that was being built up by Ivory is going to collapse, and MongolZ will be able to make up the cup for it. They will find the comeback
Dire's top tower is under attack.
back in this game.
Structures are
They
falling.
go. I mean, the Luna is now just as farmed as the Nature's Prophet, and you even have the Puck and the Magnus closing in on the Void Spirit as well as the Underlord.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Ivory's game plan here is. They are overextending and giving up their lives, throwing away the lead there that they do very handedly possess, right? They could continue farming up and make sure that they are ahead, but now the Witchblade is readied up for the Puck. He can fight. The Luna will have a Scepter up soon. Maybe he goes for the Manta first. I'm not really too sure, because could go for either. Void Spirit has the silence coming in, or no? Is that additional ether? He needs a scepter for that silence, so he will have the silence coming in. It's just going to be a lot later. Cinnamoroll is just going to walk up, expecting MongolZ to be got out, and sure enough, you find the one Naga Siren, but it's not much. The Bane is still going to die here, and Ivory, they are playing very lackluster. But perhaps this is part of their grand plan, because Aizen continues to farm, has the Bajolnir, has the Dragonlance as well. Where is his Dragonlance? Okay, so he doesn't actually have a Dragonlance, but...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A bauble from the void.
God, I love money.
Let's see what the game plan from Ivory is going to be. Fortune continuing to farm up. I mean, once this Luna hits the Scepter, I don't see how Ivory are supposed to fight. I don't see how they're supposed to survive.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
One Songa the Siren
Are scanning.
and the Luna Eclipse to come out at the back of a Scepter upgraded Eclipse, mind you. And it's all over. The Eclipse can also follow an ally,
Dire's top
right?
tower has been denied.
Because it says you can cast Eclipse on an allied unit. So you can essentially just cast it on the Naga Siren herself. When you just blink in with the song, cast the Eclipse on the Naga Siren, and then you remove the song, and it's all over. It lasts for about 3.6 seconds. You do have to be a bit quick about it. Oh, there are also a max amount of
Radiant's
beams.
bottom tower
Interesting.
is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ken is going to get hit by the orb there. A lot of auras surrounding him, though. He will be able to walk it off. The only question is, Aizen, he goes in, but instantly the RP comes out from Panda, and Aizen is going to lose his life. The Nature's Prophet carried down now, and Ivory, they did not see that coming. And they will end up losing out several heroes, maybe even find themselves team wiped at the back of this. The Underlord will eventually fall. Team Murta and the Warriors were the only ones left alive, and Aizen, he thought he had the upper hand, but Panda's RPs are just too good against Ivory. Fortune Soul now on a triple kill, and this is very much MongolZ who are ahead.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not exactly. I mean, Mongols can right now. They only need about 200 gold for that scepter, and things are gonna get dangerously bad for Ivory once you have that scepter coming about. You didn't even need to use a song in that last team fight. All you really needed to do was wait patiently for Ivory to fully commit to that fight. Then you throw down that RP. And in a scenario, guys, where that RP doesn't end up landing, that's not all that bad because you have the song, right? So it's that insurance policy. RP hits, you continue with the fight. Great, you're able to take care of Ivory. RP doesn't hit, hey, it's not all that bad because we can just pop the song and reset. Wait for another timing with that RP because it doesn't actually take that long. It's about 120 seconds of a cooldown. Okay, that actually is pretty long, all things considered, but you can buy those 2 minutes of time, right? You can hold off the other side. You have the mazes, have the illusory orb, have a lot of long range abilities. But I wonder, like, at the same time, they are very much ultimate dependent, these team fights from the Mongols, right? Because even the carry Luna has gone for the scepter build, so they're not heavy hitters. Ivory are the heavy hitters. So it all depends on whether or not Ivory are going to be able to play with that 120-second cooldown timing, right? Even the Eclipse, 105-second CD, it did get decreased in this latest patch, but 5 seconds does not all that significant. It is kind of significant, not all that significant though, right? But still, 100+ second CD on the Luna, 100+ second CD on the RP, and 100+, or no, it's going to be less of than 100. It's 75-second CD on the Dream Coil, but the Naga Siren is on 100+ second, 160-second CD on the song as well, right? So 3 ultimates that are 100+ second require 100+ or 100 or more seconds to come off of cooldown means that Ivory, they can go in that 100-second timing. But it's very difficult to play like that. It's very difficult to recognize those timings, right? That's something that tier 1 teams are able to do a lot better, but over at the tier 2 to tier 3 stage, it doesn't get any easy. Now though, Cinema Roll, he has the Tumbler's Toy. Can he tumble his way to a Fiend's Grip? As I think they really want to look for one. Even the Void Spirit, though, will have an Aghanim Scepter soon. Oh, Cinema Roll is going to get caught out here, and he will end up losing his life, rooted down, and he is going to be brought down. Easy kill to be found by the Mongols. There's the Ether Watcher. Goes in that interesting. It's like a 360-degree watcher. It's like a Metal Gear Solid watcher. You guys remember Metal Gear Solid? Sorry, the original ones, right? The ones on the PlayStation 1 and 2 and the PlayStation 3, not the one on the PS4. I actually have never played the one on the PS4. I've heard it's really good. Haven't exactly tried it because after the PS3, switched to Dota. Never looked back since. And it seems like Ivory don't want to be looking back either. They will go for a smoke. Ken has both the Aghanim Scepter as well as the Aghanim Shard. They see the illusory orb being thrown out too, and you have a BKB But the Nature's Prophet could end up being in trouble, as he is the one who is being marked down right now, and he will reveal himself towards this tower. The creeps will spot him out, and will Mongols make a move there? Oh no, they see another illusory orb.
Radiant are
The
scanning.
Magnus. The Underlord will actually catch out the Magnus there, and the illusions are going to be washing everywhere as well. The pit isn't really going to land. He does end up finding the route though. So far, both of these sides have been able to avoid each other. Smoke plays are not really working out. You have a pipe. You have Ken with the 2 Astro Steps. But still, maybe they go for another smoke. They don't actually have another smoke, so they won't be able to go for it. But they have to be so careful from this Eclipse here. Panda will be going to grab Drick if he wants to. No, he doesn't want to be going to grab Drick.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Are they going to make a Roshan play here? This would be very interesting if they actually are able to take down Roshan. There's not going to be any roar because this is the first Roshan of the game. But if they're actually able to sneak this, this would be very impressive. It really seems like Mongols, they should have an idea this is happening, but they are choosing not to contest. They have the perfect Roshan lineup. Or rather, they have the perfect contest lineup, right? The Luna with the mobile Eclipse, the Magnus with the RP, the Song, the Siren, the Dream Call, the Bramble Maze, everything to actually contest Roshan, but they're going to let it go. And Aizen will grab himself that Aegis. And now they want to come in for the fight. The Astro Step goes forward. The Willow is going to end up getting caught out. Tammy is there with the Song, but they don't want to commit to it. They will just be going for the teleport out. I think that
The bounty, nature, pride.
oops. Seems like even I was taking a bit of hit to my packets there. A bit of packet loss coming my way, or rather going their way. I'm not exactly sure, because it's the ins and outs of the packets. Panda wants to be going in, unable to find the entry with the RP. The Astro Step goes forward. They have found the Magnus. The RP, where is it? He is silenced down, unable to use it. Aizen holding strong, still holds on towards his BKB, has the Aegis to play with, and the Eclipse has worn off. The Luna has to disengage from this position. Kurosatina has the BKB on the buck. So far, it is a 1-for-1, but Rapido goes in towards the back line. He found the Luna. Fortune Soul will be kept safe at the back of that Song coming about, but still, the Nature's Prophet trying to clean up the Luna won't be able to. They will still find Tammy. It is going to be a 2-for-1, but it is, in fact, a 2-for-2 because Ivory lost their Nature's Prophet's Aegis earlier. And that was at the back of that was at the back of being able to hold down the RP. Imagine if that RP came out. But it's good. It's getting trickier, right? Because the only two heroes that are really getting massive are the Nature's Prophet, as well as the Luna. Oh no, Magnus needs to be careful. Where is the RP? He won't be able to unleash it. He is silenced down. Will have the time for the RP though, but he will in fact go for the skewer out. The Naga Siren is dead as Rapido is seemingly the tank that actually can't be brought down. There goes the RP, but it's just not enough. Now comes the Eclipse once again as Aizen is going to lose his life. Ivory have to fall back for now, but Ken is still able to hold strong. The BKBs come out from both the Buck as well as the Luna. The Buck trying to get the kill on towards the Warrior Spirit. Will he be able to find it? It's Fortune's Lucid Beam that does. And Drake is going to be the last casualty of this fight. Overall though, a 3 for 2, a 2 for 3, a 3 for 3. Who knows what that fight was about? I mean, it is a 3 for 4. According to the recap. I do believe the Bane went down before the fight even started. So in that regard, it's a 3 for 3. But when you consider that all of the ultimates were used and a tier 2 tower also fell, that doesn't account into the fight recap. I think it is nearly an even exchange from both of these sides.
Double damage.
Rapido, he's gonna get gone in. Has the pipe, but there's no way you soak that amount of damage. The Eclipse was going to be enough. It's very spammable now. Has a 65-second cooldown.
Dire's middle tower
Because
is under
you do
attack.
have the do have the level 15 talent, the minus 40 second on the Eclipse CD. So down to about a 65-second CD, maybe you even go for a refresher. The big question is, though, how does Ivory defend this?
Dire's top tower
As,
is under
I mean, the
attack.
Void Spirit is scaling off now. You only have the Nature's Prophet, but he doesn't actually have that much to play with.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Regeneration.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
Let's see what we are going to be able to do. Or what Ivory are going to be able to do, right? They are very much the ones that have to prove that they can stay in this game. By all measure, I think MongolZ should be taking this. All they really have to do is throw down their Eclipses. Throw down their RP. Throw down their spells, essentially. Right. We'll have to see whether or not they can take down the big boss, which is the Nature's Prophet. But if they're able to do that, they win this game easy. Let's see. 6,000 net worth advantage. I think both sides may be waiting for Roshan. I think that's what it is. Because, I mean, this is going to be a farming game for the next 3 or 4 minutes or so. There's not really a whole lot to engage on. I mean, Aizen has the Satanic at the ready. Does need more damage, though. That's the one thing he is missing. Sure, he hits him for about 400 a pop, but I think what he really needs is a critical strike. Maybe go for the Daedalus instead of the Butterfly right now. Because you take a look at it, who's really doing the physical hits? Is it the Luna? Because the Luna has a Scepter, right? And has a Manta, a Hurricane. The Luna doesn't actually do that much physical damage compared to the amount of magical damage that the Luna is doing right now. So not really too sure what this butterfly is supposed to counter out from Aizen. The Puck has got out the Bane, and the Dream Call will mean the Cinema Roll ends up falling.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tier 3 tower, or rather Tier 1 tower towards the bot side is going to end up falling. And
Dire's
I'm
bottom
not...
tower has
I
fallen.
mean, this game has... It's a 50-50% win probability. I'm not exactly... It was a 70% win probability around the 10-minute mark. But now we might actually see a clash coming about. Both sides, they are on the opposite side of the river. The wrong side of the river, in fact, because it's the Mongols who are on the other side. They're on the Ivory side. And they will be able to take down the Tier 2 towers as well. But it's maybe a Roshan play.
Is under attack.
Roshan is alive, but he's alive towards the bot lane, guys. Hello.
Radiant's top tower.
The Puck will be revealed by the main. Cinema Roll is going to lose his life first. And with that, I think Ivory are going to have to disengage. Yeah, the TPs out are going to come. So that entire smoke play resulted in absolutely nothing for Ivory. They just lost the Bane and they lost 2 Tier 2 towers. So it resulted in quite a loss for Ivory.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The BKB even being forced out by Ken, which means that he won't have this one. And without the BKB, I wonder if they also give up Roshan, because it is going to start moving towards the top side in about 5 seconds as soon as it's nighttime. Yep, and Roshan is on the move, but it's an initiation being found. They have found the Dark Willow, or is it the other way around? No, it's definitely the right way around for Ivory. They will be able to find 1 kill, evening out the trade on the Bane earlier. But it's an important kill because these 40 seconds may be enough for them to take down Roshan. They will have to be careful because I think that Mongols, even with the 4, they are in a capacity to defend or contest this. Aizen will go in. Has the serrated shiv as the ready. Deals about 200 damage to Roshan. Yeah, deals about 200 damage to Roshan. The treants are going to go out. The roar is going to be flying out as well. And right now, Mongols, they can go for this kind of a play. They don't have the RP though to play with. They have the Eclipse still. Aizen has the lifesteal at the ready. But you have the Dream Call. You have the Eclipse. No, they're going to go for a smoke play. Who are they going to go for, though? Ken has the... Oh no, Magnus is gonna get caught out. Has the BKB, though. So all things considered, he should be doing fine. You have the Invis rune and gives you damage reduction. The Warrior Spirit Remnant is going to catch Tammy out, and that means they saw Luna inside of the pit as well. Ken goes in with the Remnant, and the pit is going to catch out the Naga Siren. Can they finish the Naga off? It will be enough. Tammy will fall. Mongols slowly, they are getting picked off. They need to fight a lot more consolidated, and I think that Panda has to go for the RP. They found the skewer on the Nature's Prophet, but even they would activate the BKB, he will be able to activate the Satanic and lifesteal up against Fortune, and will be able to find the Dragon Lance as well. The Luna has the BKB still to play with, and the Bane is going to be the first one from Ivory to lose his life. Meanwhile, Panda able to hold his own, but Aizen teleports towards the back line, has no Satanic. Fortune will be able to grab a double kill, but Ken is here, has the Astral Step, has the Remnants to play with, and should be able to finish the Luna's life now. Luna still able to hold strong as... Oh no, will Fortune make his way out? He does, doesn't he? And Ivory, they will lose it all here. May as well. Mongols playing the perfect game as far as kiting around goes. They will grab up Roshan, the second Roshan of the game, and that teleport towards the back line. That teleport towards this position was, or rather, was it towards here where Aizen teleported, right? Just to hit the Luna here. It wasn't as good. You should have not teleported over here. You should have waited for Ken to buy some space, or rather to create some space. As now you are really too far behind. Look at the netward swing. Where's the Roshan? I think this... Still though, the win probability doesn't actually favor Mongols all that much, considering the lead that they have. It's an 11,000 net worth advantage. Perhaps it's the Nature's Prophet effect coming in.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Let's see now, Mongols, they will have an entire refresher up in about 1200 gold. Do you have a greedy guild guard? Yeah, I was wondering where that false GPM was coming in from. And Ivory, they don't have too many chances of a defense. If they lose out once against an Aegis, they will end up losing the game. So let's see what they can do. So far, the Bane has not gone for any defensive item. I really have been wondering, because Cinema Roll hasn't been able to survive a single time in these team fights to get off his Fiend's Grip. So, Aghanim Scepter, Ether Lens, maybe not the right items. But it's a bit too late to think about the itemization from the Bane. He can't go for anything else anymore. We'll be able to get the Fiend's Grip at least on someone.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So far, no one has really come in for the defense, and I'm not too sure why they're waiting about this. Aizen just content on farming up. Now, the Void Spirit also TP's back, but you're going to lose 2 lanes, or rather, 1 entire lane of barracks for nothing, and you may as well not have TP'd back. You know what I mean? Like, if Ken wanted to farm up, he may have continued farming up instead of coming back to his base. He spent all his gold. I think he made the no, wait, what did he make? Oh, he made a Kaya in San, didn't he? I'm not actually too sure what he made. He had around 4,000 gold, so this is the closest I can do at 4,000 gold. So I think he made the Kaya in San jump now. He had the urn, he had the vessel, then he had the scepter, then he had the BKB. So it's most likely the Sanj and Kaya. But doesn't actually help him all that much. I think the Shiva's Guard would have been so much better. You have a Drick who has the upgraded Deadshot. Maybe he makes the makes a shard as well. Has about 2,000 gold to play with. Has a magnifying. Oh man, it's a whole lot of damage. But I really do think the Mongols are way ahead. Fortune has an entire refresher. Panda has an entire refresher if he wants to buy it, and he should buy it. They can hold off any potential push very easily. They can't give up 2 lanes of barracks, that is for sure. Luna, wow, that is a lot of damage. Very heavily punished. The Roshan banner is gonna drop down as well.
Radiant's top
Ken is waiting for his second astral step. Once he has that, it's the poke and prod strategy, right? That every spirit has. It's the go in and go out kind of a play.
Dire are scanning.
They're not killing us.
Ooh, the RP comes out. The skewer wasn't there though, and that means this warrior spirit may be able to find the exit out, but it's toward the side. Eisen got out. Forced to activate the satanic, but the Fiend's Grip is going to come out now from the main. The RP coming out once again from the Magnus. Eisen has to get back because the refresher has been activated from Fortune. He does not have enough mana for the second eclipse there. The main has lost his life. The buybacks come out from the side of Mongols, but they have already lost their Magnus. Eisen able to hold strong. The pit to catch out the Naga as well as Fortune. You have no song. Eisen comes in from the back line. He isn't hit by the eclipse, and Fortune is kind of pincered. He will be able to find the Dragonlance escape, but again to go in, and he finds Fortune, and the Aegis is not there anymore. Fortune activates the Satanic, is able to fight back for now, but can he fight against Eisen? Maybe he can do this. The leash is gonna come out. Eisen unable to hold his position. Actually finds the last hit, and finds the Dark Willow too. Unable to find the TP out, but that was such a costly fight for the side of Mongols. They came in with the 2 buybacks, and they lost the 2 buybacks. That was 6 heroes having fallen. And what a play coming out from Ivory. They were able to hold against an entire refresher, eclipse. They were able to hold against the Aegis, able to hold against everything. Then Mongols brought. Not every day you see a team being able to mount up a comeback like that. The only thing is, it's the critical strike that is missing. He queued up a Divine Rapier. Oh man, the Nature's Prophet has queued himself up a Divine Rapier. If he may have decided to go for a Daedalus, right? Perhaps you make the Daedalus, but look at this, even a Scythe of Weiss being readied up by the Underlord. This is getting dangerous for Mongols. I mean, they have invested in these kinds of items that don't amp up their full-on DPS, but it's the utility they have, right? Refresher, Satanic. So the refresher for the Eclipse, and also has a double Satanic and a double BKB to play with. So this Luna is pretty farmed. The only problem is, you can't actually use all of these spells, right? If you think about it, 250 gold for the Eclipse, 350 for the refresher. That's around 600. Then you use the Eclipse again. That's 750. Okay, so he has the mana, but he needs to make sure that he's not popping his Manta style or using his Lunar Orbit or Lucent Beam all that much. If he's spamming his Lucent Beam, doesn't have the mana for it anymore. Eisen will be almost actually have that level 30 coming about. Is level 29. Has great stat gain with this. Oh no, he did go for the build. Meanwhile, we have another fight starting. The Eclipse being thrown out towards the back line. The Nature's Prophet is going to come in, but unable to find a target. Now the Fiend's Grip on the buck. The song to instantly catch it out though. Eisen activates the BKB and actually dodges out the RP from Panda. Luna now has the refresher to play with, so this Nature's Prophet has to be careful, but can he actually make it out? The Eclipse is going to land on Eisen, but he's still able to hold strong. Fortune now activates the Satanic, trying to go one-to-one, toe-to-toe with Eisen, but the Hex to come out from the Underlord at the right time is going to give Eisen the space to go in front, finds the Dragonlance, and will push the Mongols back. It's the Puck to come out with a triple kill as well, but it's both of these carries who are doing so much for their own teams. The Void Spirit, once he has that Shiva's Guard coming about, it's going to be a wholly different story. Maybe you even have the BKB coming for the side of the Void Spirit, or no, the side of the Underlord again. And Cinnamoroll at the back of those scepters has been having those Fiend's Grip. I mean, he was able to cancel. If that Naga Siren song didn't come out, that would have been a full duration Fiend's Grip on the Puck. And now the Nature's Prophet will hit the level 30 mark. Now these Treants can actually push. You know what I mean? Like 117 damage coming in from the Treant. Sure, they're not that fast, but
Dire are scanning.
they sure do push pretty fast. The third Roshan of the game will go the way of the Mongols. They will be able to grab up the Aegis, the Refresher, the Cheese, a whole lot that goes their way. Oh no, Ken is actually going for a Wind Waker. All now depends on whether or not he is able to dodge the Shivas. Dissimulate roots for 2 seconds. That would be a pretty good spell, but I think he's going to go for the Astral Step Critical Strike. 330 damage plus the critical strike, 140%, right? So he has around 200 damage. Does an additional 300 damage, so 600 damage per Astral Step
Radiant are scanning.
instead of the root. I'm not actually too sure about this. He can go for both because he doesn't actually have that much damage to play with. Right, the Shivas would have given him more damage because it is a magical damage type, but he didn't go for the Shivas. He went for the Eels and is now going for a Wind Waker. But it's Mongols who are going to try again for a push. And maybe this time they find it. And I have Scotty now built up for the Nature's Prophet as he is going for just the pure teleport plays.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Still has the Maelstrom. And is now going to go for the defense. Aizen. Fortune needs to be careful. Aizen also needs to be really careful. He can get RP'd.
Warriors of the wood.
They're not really waiting for Aizen towards this bot lane. Oh yeah, but they're just protecting Aizen. But still, I mean, the Magnus can go for the BKB RP. Does have the buyback. If you actually take a look at the buybacks, everyone in the game has the buybacks except for the Bane. And I think the Naga Siren will have it in about 20 seconds. Oh no, the Mortha bought out. Didn't buy out. Ooh, the Mortha actually can create an entire site of Vice for herself. Those are going to be 2 hexes. The Nature's Prophet going to go in. They find the Fiend's Grip on the Luna. The Aegis is going to pop instantly. Meanwhile, the rest of Mongols will want to be going in, but unable to actually find it. And that was just a few hex plays coming out. Or rather, no, it was a full duration Fiend's Grip, but it was a Scepter Fiend's Grip. It's going to be back up in about 45 seconds. And now you have 2 hexes. One on Rapido, the other on the Mortha.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh man, these trees, it's so hard. They were able to take the tier 2 tower all by themselves. The wagon wasn't even hitting them. Oh, nice use play there. He'll be able to dodge it out, but perhaps wants to be faking the initiate. Will end up making Panda pop his BKB, but he has a refresher. I don't think he's going to hit the refresh though, because he wants a double RP to play with. But every second you delay is going to be space given away to Ivory, who will be more than happy with this. I mean, they want to actually take down the tier 2 tower towards the top side.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning.
Ken has the Wind Waker now, has the level 25. He went for the Dissimulate. Okay, he went for the Dissimulate. But the plus 20-second Resonant Pulse Barrier, once he has that at the level 27 to 228 mark, I think it's the level 28 mark, is going to be pretty strong. The only question is, how are Ivory actually supposed to initiate or supposed to engage in? That is the big question. Cinnamoroll has he has been struggling to make that Glimmer Cape for quite a while, hasn't he? Of course, you will have the levels, or rather the 60-minute power runes to spawn. Did he clean up the Shrine of Wisdom? No, he didn't. There is an Observer Ward there. Is there a gem on any of these heroes? There is no gem to be found. Ideally, you pick up a gem, guys. You have one on the Mongols, so they have their priorities straight. Ideally, you have a gem to deward the map. I mean... Ooh, it's a fight towards the bot lane. Aizen is caught out. The Satanic is not going to be helping him there. And these are the kinds of risky plays that will end up cleaning you out if you don't buy a gem. Sure, there was no war, or rather there was a ward there. There was an entire observer ward there. It feels like it just recently got planted down, but you need a D-ward. I think they saw you coming in through this ward as well. They had plenty of time to set that one up. And right now, I'm not too sure how they defend this. You have the buybacks on their side as well. The Luna is going to end up getting hypnotized. Do they want to go in? The Magnus has the orb. I mean, I'm not too sure how they go about defending this. They will be able to take out the Willow and immediately go for the exit out. The Nightmare will drag a Drick away. So it does mean they're able to disengage and buy some amount of time. Wow. They actually buy enough time for the Nature's Prophet to respawn. He's going to be back in about 30, and I don't think Mongols will be able to push high ground. I mean, they can push high ground. It's just that I think that Ivory will be able to defend and make sure their Nature's Prophet doesn't have to come in. Unless Panda goes in with the RP. Ken has what it takes to back away, though. So it's not really going to be all that much trouble for the side of Ivory. There are a lot of illusions that can poke at this tower, though, but Rapido's Firestorm does do quite a lot of damage. And... ooh, you'll even have the level 25 coming in pretty soon. Aizen? He's farming pretty dangerously close to the side of the Mongols. Again, farming underneath an observer ward. He is being pinged out. They see him. They want him. They will make their move here. And this is the problem, right? You need to de-ward. Guys, please. De-warding is the name of the game. Why don't they have a gem? Is this gem Ivory's? No, it's not. Do they have another gem? No, they don't. No one has a gem. I don't know, man. When you don't buy... I mean, perhaps they just rely on their sentries. They have plenty of those. I suppose. Once again, goes in. May want the Willow. The Willow did use the buyback earlier, but the Pit is actually going to grab everyone towards the back line. Meanwhile, the Dream Coil and the Eclipse is going to grab Ivory towards their own back line. Aizen, stuck inside of the RP, is going to get hit by everything. Can he get the Satanic off? He won't. 3 heroes from Ivory, they are going to fall. Panda goes in for another RP, isn't going to be able to find it.
The void within.
Has a moonshot. Why is he not going for a scepter? It roots. Should ideally look towards building that one up. I suppose at the 58-minute mark it is a bit difficult to know what exactly are the right item choices. The puck towards the high ground will throw out the Dream Call. Needs to be a bit careful though, because Cinnamon has the Fiend's Grip.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The Glyph now forced out. It will be another lane of barracks. Dude, you can't stop this. You have a banner on the back line. Luna doesn't have the scepter, but again, you have to be careful, guys. The Panda may be able to find the skewer. The Eclipse is going to come out, so does the Fiend's Grip, but it's a BKB being activated. The Eclipse, it will clean up the Bane. And now Aizen comes in with the buyback, wants to be taking these heroes down, found the Magnus as well. They will be able to find a double kill. But the song is going to come out. Where are the BKBs? They're not going to be there. It's just going to be a full-on disengagement from the side of the Mongols. And they even have the buybacks on the 2 heroes that are currently down. Or rather, the 1 hero that is currently down, the Magnus, the Willow, doesn't have the buyback. But one more kill and Aizen... I mean, Aizen was so close to the respawn there anyway. I wonder why they decided to actually go all in. Roshan is up. There is also an amplified damage rune. He will see that. Does do a lot of damage with the crits and will be able to acquire an entire Aegis. This Roshan falls very quickly. Surely not, right, guys? Surely you're not thinking about going in. Dream Call is going to come out, but the BKB is going to be there. Satanic, easily enough. That's another Dream Call towards Nature's Prophet. Will he actually die over here? Aizen, unable to grab the Aegis, does activate another version of his Satanic though, but will end up falling. It's a dieback on the Nature's Prophet, and it might just end up being GG. Kurusatina coming in with the big brain blades, with the double Dream Call at the back of that scepter, and it looks to be all over. Ivory may just call it right now because they don't actually have any of the buybacks. The Underlord does, so does the Morta, but now you're playing against an Aegis, so doesn't seem like you'll be able to mount up the comeback. Not from this one, guys. Had a great game number 1, but it's going to be a lost game number 2.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scattered. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
The Underlord goes for the buyback, but really, there is nothing to be found here. In the end, though, it is going to be a good game call thrown out by Aizen, and game number 2 goes the way of the Mongols. To find out who wins in game number 3, though, we will be taking a short break before we come out to decide a 62-minute game in the second game, and it looks like it's going to be a very spicy game number 3. Do stay tuned. This is your host, Adultress, and I will be back we will be back with the stream for game number 3. Don't go anywhere and stay tuned.
Crowded places, feel it sinking in. Lonely faces, say you need a friend. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more inhibitions, I'll show you I care. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights I know. Getting hot, feeling low, and it's out of your control. You should know that I won't leave you. I'll stay beside you. I'm never letting you go. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights I know. But I will guide you home. But I will guide you home. But I will guide you home. Fight your battles, always by yourself. In the shadows, hear you cry for help. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more in the you've been You've been lost and alone in the city of lights I know. But I will guide you home. But I will guide you home. I will guide you home. Letting love pass by, something I've done so many times. Trying to keep my head high while everybody's dancing. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the angel, the one I've been waiting for. You're the angel, the one that pulled me out of the letting go of the past. I can never understand so many questions why. Well, everybody's dancing, 'cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the angel, the one I've been waiting for, waiting for. You're the angel, the one that pulled me out of the dark. Oh, oh, I've been waiting for, the one that pulled me out of the dark. You're the angel. You're the and I lost myself again. You hit just like a drug. This time I won't let you in. You're playing with fire. No, I didn't know the prey, but this time I won't collide like I did yesterday. Yesterday, you broke my heart once again. I won't buy the dust in return. I can't give in. I can't give in. I won't give in this time. You broke my heart once again. When you're bad, but you're bad it for me. I can't give in. I can't give in. I've already run with the wolves. Far from the light of the day. I can't go back to you. I'm stronger today. Been to the dark side, I don't know. So if you wanna shift far away, I won't go back to you. I'm stronger. I'm stronger. I'm stronger today. I'm stronger today. Tú tienes la pócima para enloquecerme, pero voy a draw the line. Que yo ya sé que es de ti. I got to stay away, got to stay away. Sé que como un trofeo quieres tenerme, pero I don't need no one. Que yo ya sé que es de ti. I got to stay away, got to stay away. No, 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 baby, no, 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 no setbacks. No, 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 baby, no, 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 this time. You broke my heart once again. I won't buy the dust in return. I can't give in. I can't give in. I won't give in this time. You broke my heart once again. When you're bad, but you're bad it for me. I can't give in. I can't give in. I've already run with the wolves. Far from the light of the day. I can't go back to you. I'm stronger today. Been to the dark side, I don't know. So if you wanna shoot far away, I won't go back to you. I'm stronger. I'm stronger. I'm stronger today. I'm stronger today.
I never thought I'd feel like this. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like Feel like this. Feel like I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like Feel like this. Feel like I never thought I'd feel like this. I never thought I'd feel like this. Ooh, I never thought I could. Yeah. I never thought I'd be on my shit. Be on my I'm spending my time in love like I should. Almost drunk, couldn't leave, I'm all good. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel. I never thought I'd feel like. Feel like. Feel like this. Feel like. I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like. Feel like this. Feel like. Feel like. I'm spending my time in love like I should. Almost drunk, couldn't leave, I'm all good. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like. I never thought I'd feel like this. I never thought I'd feel like this. I never thought I'd feel like this. Constellations, they remind me that this life cannot be lost forever. I watch my generation, it's over.
Hey guys, welcome to the final game between both of these two sides. We have Ivory versus MongolZ, who went at it in game number 1. It lasted less than 30 minutes. Game number 2, though, was double that. Lasted over 64 minutes before MongolZ actually came out ahead at a beautiful double dream coil play coming in by Curie Sutina. Curie. I'm just gonna call him Curie from now on. A double dream coil play inside of the Roshan pit by Curie, catching Aizen off guard. He wasn't able to pick up the Aegis, and they ended up losing the game there. Ivory, meanwhile, this is a bit of a repeat of the last game. You had the Naga as well as the Puck and the Willow in game number 1, or rather in game number 2 for MongolZ, and Ivory went for the Void Spirit in game number 2. They will still switch things up around because Ivory will now pick up the Pugna as well as the Shadow Shaman and the Pangolier, 3 heroes that they didn't have before. Let's see if MongolZ continue and pick up the Magnus as they did last time around.
5 seconds.
The Magnus is going to be significantly riskier here. I don't see how you get the I don't see how you get the clean RPs off, right? You have the Shaman that can interrupt you. You have the Pangolier. Not to mention, the Pugna's Nether Ward means that you won't be coming out with your successful RPs so easily. Or even the Skewers, right? You have the Void's Remnants. And I think that when a lot of times when you play the exact same draft, you run into what is, you run into a scenario where the other team is adapting, constantly adapting, and now we'll have an entire new game at the back of the same draft. It's kind of a pseudo mix up, right? Because game number 1 had the gyrocopter from the MongolZ. It wasn't successful, but still had the gyrocopter, I suppose. And I think game number 1 had, I will actually take a look, Unfortunately, Liquipedias don't actually update as fast as
team
you
back.
would want them to. Um, but maybe the game is there. Oh, the game's already updated. Whoa, wow. My bad, guys. Liquipedia updates just as fast as the game do and inside of the client. And
10
yeah, taking a
seconds
look at
remaining.
the game number 1 draft, MongolZ didn't actually have the gyrocopter. It was
seconds
Ivory who had the gyrocopter, so that was my bad. MongolZ actually went in for the Medusa, and I wonder, Ivory can't go for, or rather, Ivory can go for the Medusa, but you need a frontliner. Medusa isn't a frontliner because Medusa is the Medusa exists in the line of avoid this line, right? It's a frontliner that teams go around rather than actually try and take down from the get go. But right now for Ivory, um, I mean, ideally you have a hero that
Dire
takes
team
advantage
back.
of the life drain, right? Sure, Medusa does take advantage of the life drain because your HP is only going to start going down when you have no more mana up. As long as you have some kind of a mana pool, this Pugna's life drain will be able to restore mana.
Dire team pick.
The Mongols ban out the Morphling as well as the Swen, and Ivory. You can go for the life stealer again as game number 1. Didn't have it in game number 1, but I suggested those
10
teams to pick up
seconds
the life
remaining.
stealer. Right now, it's really good against the Dream Coil. It's good against the
5
Gyrocopter.
seconds remaining.
It's good against the Naga and the Willow. It's actually really good against everyone here. And I wonder if Ivory should just go for it. Meanwhile, PL really bad. You have the TA as well as the Terrorblade both available. Mongols will go for the Brewmaster, and with this Brewmaster pick, the Lifestealer is, in my opinion, a lot better than the TA or Terrorblade. But TA and TB are meta picks, so you may want to be going for
10
those
seconds
picks.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's see which one will come out for their side, from their side, whichever side is you know there. Ivory are sure are taking their sweet time with this, but I don't know what they're thinking. Honestly, they will in fact go. Oh no! Oh no! They go for the Abaddon. Oh man. The reason I have this kind of a reaction is because the Abaddon in this game is so easy to kite around. You pop the borrowed time, and Panda with the Brewmaster. It's an ironic nick. Panda, the Brewmaster, can just throw you up into the air. The Naga Siren can ensnare you. The Willow can use the Bramble Maze. The Puck can hold you in, and the Gyrocopter can just send down a homing missile. So there are a plethora of ways to deal with Aizen on this Abaddon. And now it is a timing-based matchup. Ivory, if they hit their timings, they may be able to win the game, but they are very much playing against the clock here. Late game, Mongols are going to be so much stronger than Ivory that it's not even going to be a close contest. So I hope that Ivory, maybe at the back of the Pugna, they have some kind of an objective awareness where they want to take down these towers, right? They had the Shaman. Ideally, you go for the Massive Serpent Ward Facet. I don't want to see Drake playing with the chicken fingers. I know they had it in game number 1, and it was really good, but I really do think they need the big serpent for this one. I think they need to push down towers, hit their timings, and Aizen just joins the fight immediately as soon as you have the Radiance, maybe a Radiance +1, and you just knock on over Mongols. But if this goes late, a Gyrocopter versus Ivory, right? A Gyrocopter carry versus an Abaddon, not to mention a Brewmaster on the front line. Not exactly a terrific frontliner because the primal split, the splits are not that tanky, but still a brewmaster on the front line, guys. That's always going to be able to soak up 1,000 or 2,000 damage before he's able to, or before he has to activate the split.
Забавы нет. Ни ха-ха, ни хо-хо.
Prepare for battle.
The good luck half funds do come out, and I have grabbed myself another cup of warm
哥呢？又能怎？
tea.
哥呢？又能怎？
The good luck have funds. I wonder, has no one grabbed up the Boom or Nemesis voice lines? Come on, guys, show your support to the Southeast Asian scene, right? Because even the voice line for Nemesis is so good that I think all of these all Philippine squads, right? And there are quite a few of them. I think they should just grab the voice lines up. For all of those of you fans from the Philippines, I think you guys should grab, because it's a universal voice line. It's Team Ivory have 5 Philippine players. I believe that Interactive Philippines, there's the second team that has all 5 Philippine players. Remember, Reconics and Veroja are from the Indonesian region, and alright, I'd rather Karstens as well. Reconics, Veroja, and Karstens, all 3 teams from the Indonesian region. And you have Mongols, obviously from the Mongolian region, and then you have Kupai, who are a mix, right? Even have a Pakistani player. And then you have Gan and
30
Chucky
seconds to
from
battle.
Malaysia, Q from obviously Thailand, and you have Bombi coming in from Vietnam. So that's the one team that has a bit of a mix thrown into it. And Kopai's have actually been doing pretty well for themselves as well. But let's actually take a look towards this game, see what the final game has to offer. Has on offer for us.
The battle begins.
No first blood on the menu, though. At least early on. Not as an appetizer. It's going to come out towards the early to mid game. If then, of course.
Когда меня рожали, все мидеры дрожали.
Ooh, Cinnamoroll in trouble. The won't be getting out of that one, but maybe with the shield coming in from Aizen, he will be able to keep himself safe. They got a bit too close for comfort. Normally, it's the other way around, right? Normally, it's the support keeping the carry safe, but that doesn't work if the support ends up being in trouble. So, Mr. Support, you may want to be careful about that one. Top lane is also another lane that I see going very well for the Mongols, unless someone gets caught in with the shackle. But even then, the follow-up is just the swashbuckle and the soul crash,
Dyer's courier.
and that's not a whole lot of follow-up. I mean, Tammy should be doing just fine. Even when you have the mirror images coming about, Drick can't actually go for the shackle. So this is a lane that seems to work out very well for the Mongols. Even the bot lane, I mean, Panda and Aizen can just go toe to toe, and the mid lane is obviously a skill-based matchup in which the Void Spirit does do much better than the other spirits versus the Buck. But we saw this exact same matchup last game around, and Ken on the Void Spirit destroyed the Buck. Let's see if he had a similar game. I mean, already looks to be having a similar game. 10-3 compared to the Buck's 4-0.
Tonight we're getting loaded, right?
Ooh, nice pull there, but in even nicer cancellation by BY, he was able to grab up the creeps. Would have been really bad if he wasn't able to do that, but now that that's all good. Fortune is not sure what he's trying to do. Okay, now he will decide what to do. He's going to be going towards the creeps. I'm not sure what he was hiding there at the 220 mark, because the creeps spawn after the minute. But right now they are doing pretty well though, all things considered. I mean, both sides are doing pretty well. It's this Abaddon who seems to be struggling. 7 lost hits on the Abaddon. Sure, you only have about 10 lost hits. Flak cannons to be coming out to try and support Tammy, but I wonder who comes out ahead there. The rocket barrage is going to come out before the shackle does, and this means that you will be able to come out with another barrage because you have the wand available. And the side of Ivory are going to end up getting pushed back, pushed away. You have another barrage coming in, but then Rapido will end up falling. We may even have a double kill on our hands with one more hit. Sure enough, Fortune's Soul to come out with that one, and will end up going down. I believe he had the wand, so he could have survived, but I think he wanted to go back to the base. And that's perfectly fine, right? You grab yourself a double kill, you die to the tower, go back to base, pick up your items, come back into the lane. You have an entire Falcon Blade up by the time you come back into the lane. I mean, 1000 HP on this gyro.
Fortune's change.
Wonder. Oh man, I mean it's so hard to tell from which lane Ivory can come back from. It has to be the mid lane, right, guys? Because the mid lane is where this Void Spirit did really well last game, and he is looking to replicate that performance in this in his final game, because he still has more lost hits than the puck. Should have more lost hits going into this one as well. Oh, do they want to go in? Panda, he was at least suggestive that he wanted to be going in, but is going to be backing out. Is the gyro? Yeah, so the good thing is Aizen is, or rather, Aizen is able to stack up on lost hits. The bad thing is he's not doing it fast enough, and he's not going to have that early radiance. I think the Panda will actually have a radiance before the Abba does. And considering that the Panda will have a gyrocopter on his in his team as well, that's, I think Ivory are going to be a bit worse for wear. The way the game is going for Ivory, normally in situations like this, it's very early to be calling these things. Oh, Fortune may end up getting hexed up. He does find the hex, and the shackle will be there as well. He was able to activate his rocket barrage, has the boost as well as the Falcon Blade, and that means they will be able to find the exit. But I don't think they get the kill, or rather the counter kill. But what I was saying was, I don't think that Ivory will be able to bring the aggression so heavily that Mongols lose out. Oh, I think that Ivory won't be able to push the high ground by that 30 to 35 minute mark. After which the gyrocopter is just stronger. The Void Spirit is coming in though. Ken could end up being the difference maker. Ivory are bringing in 4 of their heroes here, and again is going to go in with the first Astral Step anytime now. Does so on the Naga, but they want the gyrocopter. That's the real target, and he will be able to find them. Maybe even take the tier 1 tower. Remember, one of the ways that we talked about in which Ivory can actually come out ahead is by using a lot of these nether blasts on the tower. But he does not want to be doing that. He wants to be going back to the safe lane. Tammy spots out a lot of these neutral camps. Tammy finds the ensnare.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And we'll have the shackle. So Ivory are doing a good job at getting all of these kills.
A minor.
Right, the 2 kills for MongolZ, they came out very early on. Perhaps if Ivory continue with this building up this tempo, then they can perhaps do something. Right? Perhaps. Who knows? It all depends if they're able to shut down the puck. That is going to be the big question.
Don't think so.
Dire's middle tower.
Aizen, he's kind of stuck right now. Has the borrow time available, and Panda, he's just gonna decide he doesn't want to be expanding the primal split, but it's Ivory who are gonna take the advantage elsewhere on the mid lane, able to shut down Curie on the puck. And the mid lane tower is also vulnerable now. Rapido creating space to try and take down a top side tier 1 tower, and it is going to be a trade. MongolZ will be able to grab the bot lane tier 1 tower, but they may actually lose 2 tier 1 towers in exchange for this. So Ivory, 3,000 net worth advantage
Dire's top tower.
this early on. It's going to be brought down to a 2,000 net worth advantage, and it will quickly swing to a 3,000 again once this tower falls. There we go.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Balance in all things. Ooh, dream call. That's a long range dream call. It's gonna catch out that shaman, but I'm not too sure about MongolZ actually going in. But no, with Primal coming in, or rather with Panda coming in, that makes this initiation all the more worthwhile. The puck will be able to keep himself alive. Rapido is gonna be sent up into the air, and right now they are struggling at actually being able to take Ken down. He's just going to be able to turn things around, find the astral step on Tammy, and will be able to take him too once Aizen runs him over with the aphotic shield. One more swipe is going to be the way that Tammy falls, and now Panda is going to die too. Ivory, despite of their draft, they're able to play better. Oh man, that was such a lackluster fight coming out from the MongolZ. You had the Brewmaster come in, but he didn't really do much. They were trying to take down the Void Spirit, but I think once that long range Dream Coil couldn't be followed up with a quick kill, I think you need to go back. I think this narrow corridor, once the Shaman made his way behind the tree here, running out of vision, Ken was able to go back initiate. I think this narrow corridor with the Pangoliers rolling thunder just did so much, right? Everyone was getting bounced around, and even when you threw him up into the air afterwards over here, there was no exit for the MongolZ. I mean, Ken was just able to go back in. Aizen was able to run out the Naga from this position. It was just so difficult for the MongolZ to be able to do anything. As Aizen, or rather, as Ivory, they are hitting their timings. I mean, if this Abaddon is able to farm up, he will be able to become a bit stronger. And Kurusitina is going to end up getting caught out. Oh man, this is This is really not looking good. Ivory seem to be playing really fast, and I mean, if by all measures they have the serpent wards as well. Sure, it's not the massive serpent ward, but perhaps they take the gyrocopter down. Ken wants to go in. First astral step, and the rolling thunder comes out too. The Naga Siren isn't here to protect the gyrocopter, and that means it's going to be a dead fortune. Panda now comes in with the TP, but I mean, surely taking a shaman down is going to be a pity prize at best. But perhaps if you take down Rapido, that is going to be the bigger prize. The serpent wards come out, and it is going to be a dead shaman. But meanwhile, Tammy loses his life elsewhere. And Rapido will be able to actually counter this out. MongolZ, they came out with such a strong response. Used up their ultimates, but unable to find much. And even the puck got grabbed. MongolZ, they are going to end up, this is an absolute train wreck. The gyrocopter comes in, takes out Cinnamon, but maybe wants to be taking out Rapido. He does have one more swashbuckle to play with. Will take out Panda before he ends up falling here. There's no way he gets a TP. That is cute. That is very cute coming out from Rapido. But no, Fortune will be able to grab himself up a double kill, but only after having respawned. That entire fight, Aizen was just farming away. He will be able to grab up a relic, may even be able to farm up that Radiance before the Panda is able to. And Aizen should ideally grab the relic up. No, he'll see the Shrine of Wisdom. He won't be able to secure it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Vanished.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Let's see.
Dire's middle
I mean, right now the map control very heavily favors Ivory. Right? It's MongolZ are getting a bit squeezed here. Ken is getting wrapped around, but I mean, BY who wanted to go for the wrap. Panda does come in for the skewer though. He does have this primal split is going to be coming out alongside of that call down, and Ivory, they are potentially going to lose their Pugna. Will do so, but they will be able to find the Willow. Now Aizen has the borrowed time to play, but Rapido trying to go in with the Rolling Thunder will be able to push and shove the Brewmaster just a little bit, but even his Rolling Thunder will wear off, but the song has worn off too at the same time, and that means they will be able to go all in. MongolZ will end up losing out several of their heroes here. The Naga Siren to fall too, and the only one to escape is going to be the Gyro. An 8,000 net worth advantage for the side of Ivory, and Cinnamon will get all of the dips. Cinnamon Roll will get all of the
Radiant's
dips.
top tower is under attack.
Even a tier 2 tower is going to fall. I mean, he might have wanted to place the Serpent Wards instead of over here. He might have wanted to place them over here, like over this side.
Dire's middle
But
tower has fallen.
still, I mean, just because you could have hit the tier 2 tower. Cinnamon
Dire's top tower
has been caught out and will end up falling. It is something that he should... Oh, rather, he comes out with the life drain. It's a full duration life drain, staying alive for just a little while longer. A lot longer than I gave him credit for. Abaddon does have the Radiance, and now I think Ivory need to play together. I mean, they have been playing together so far, but they need to play together even now. Take out some of those outer tier 2s, go high ground as soon as you can. You have the lead built up for it, and Trick has the Blink Dagger. Wants to be going in on the Gyrocopter. Finds the Hex, unfortunately. He might have just blinked himself into his death here. Ken is going to come in. They will be able to take the Willow down. Can they find the Gyro though? Fortune doesn't have the BKB. Fortune is still sticking around. I wonder. You don't have the Dream Coil at the ready. The call down is not really going to land on anything. Fortune may end up falling here without being able to do much. You do have the Void Spirit going in again. A Remnant to actually get the kill. He's used his wand though, but the life drain coming in from Cinnamon. He will keep the Void Spirit alive, and you have another Astral Step to play with. The Buck is going to get caught out, and Aizen is here with the shield. The Naga Siren may have started singing, but she has started singing a bit too late. And I think he's going to fall too. Oh no, the Remnant this time around not really catching him out, but what a play from the Spogna. Again and again finding the life drain. They'll even be able to dish out a bit of damage towards the tier 3s.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is going to be a very late comeback for Mongols, if it is going to be a comeback. I mean, Fortune, it will have such limited farming capacity on the map. Aizen has hit his win conditions. We take a look at the net worth, and you take a look at the gap between Ken and
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Curie, right? Curie is on about 7,000 net worth. The Warrior Spirit has about 10,000, and even Curie's net worth is going to drop lower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's not going to be 7,000, it's around 6,800 now, but... Oh, man.
There's no one to hear you sing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The tower is going to be poked and prodded until it falls down. But right now, the big question is, how are Mongols supposed to defend? They need a great Dream Coil, but they don't have the follow-up with their Naga. They have the Brewmaster with the Radiance built up, but the Gyro doesn't have enough items. Fortune really needs to continue farming up, and in fact, the Shaman, Drick, he wants to be going in for potentially a kill here. The Void Spirit, Ken is going to TP in here as well, and they know where Fortune is. The mid-range barracks have already fallen down. Drick's smoke is going to be revealed, and he sees Fortune, blinks forward, finds the Hex. Ken comes in with the step, and the Shackle will hold the Apache in place, and it is going to be Fortune's end.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The Shaman is in trouble, but it is actually Mongols who are in trouble as the Rolling Thunder comes out, and even though Ivory lose out their Shaman, it's Mongols who lose out their cores. They will lose the Puck to start off with. It is going to be the Willow to follow the puck in the grave, and it is going to be the Naga who falls next, unless she is able to deceive Ken, but he really seems like he can't be deceived in this last game. He will spot out Tammy, and I don't think I mean, the Naga does have a song, but I think what Ken wants is to force out the song here. But I think Naga needs to be careful not to actually die before she gets a song. Let's see who actually comes out ahead in this. You have another Astro Step. You have the Shaman coming in, and it's too late to bring in the song. I think he is going to end up losing his life before he is able to start singing. And meanwhile, over on the top lane, perhaps you want to go in because you know the Void isn't there. You have a limited time though. You will be able to take out the Pugna, but can you take the Abaddon down because the support is arriving? The borrowed time is going to be available. Nice push on towards the cliff, but the Manta style will mean that Aizen just pushes himself back down. And will be running out after the Panda, who comes back after the split. Doesn't actually have many ways to play about this, but they have the HP by their side. Another Siren is going to come in, needs to take, or rather start singing before the Panda falls, but unable to do so. And now Drake has found the Gyro. Of course, the song of the Siren will mean the Gyro is allowed to escape, but Tammy needs to get out before Rapido goes in, fires the swashbuckle, and it's an easy kill found on Tammy. Now the puck, Hex stop. Oh no, this is a disaster for Mongols. They are going to lose their puck as well, and Aizen will be able to run after the Gyro, maybe even dive the fountain, but no, they won't need to. Rapido actually grabs that last swashbuckle, and it's going to be a full team wipe for the side of Ivory onto the side of Mongols. And they'll make their way towards the other tier 2s. I think for Mongols, 24 minutes in, losing your second lane of barracks is a hole that you can't dig yourself out of. I think it's all over. Mongols may be too stubborn to realize it. Ivory may be too eager to recognize it, but they have won this series. Unless Mongols are able to mount up the monumental comeback. It will be very impressive if they do manage to do that, but it will be one of the hardest comebacks possible. I mean, it's a 93% win rate for the side of Ivory. After this Rax falls down, that percentage is supposed to increase by several amount as well. But so far, I mean, Ivory didn't take down the Rax, but still, Ken wants to be going in. Don't have the split available for Panda. Right now, though, the Rolling Thunder is being charged up, and Panda falls before he's able to use it. The Buck will also fall here. They don't have the buybacks. The Buck does. He will instantly go for it. However, is the Gyrocopter in trouble? Tammy doesn't have the song. They're just going to get run over, run down. And BY is going to call it GG. It's called the Mongols lose this game 25 minutes in, despite of having the stronger draw. Ivory are able to take it at the back of Ken with the Void Spirit, just making those phenomenal plays. And let's not forget the supports. Cinnamon coming in handy with the Pugna, and the Shaman also finding the Hex plays, finding the Shackle plays time and time again on the puck. They recognized their win conditions, the narrow win conditions they had, and they fulfilled them to perfection. That was Team Ivory taking this series, guys, against the Mongols. And I believe that was the last best of 3 for today. We will be back tomorrow on the 26th of August, as I will be there alongside of Crash to cast the first match, Carsens versus Reconics, and then later on we will be having Verosia versus the Copites. And so I will see you tomorrow at around the same time as we started today, 11 o'clock Singaporean time. See you then, guys.
Crowded places, feel it sinking in. Lonely faces, say you need a friend. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more inhibition, I'll show you I care. You've been lost and alone in the city. You should know that I won't leave you. I'll stay beside you. I'm never letting you go. You've been lost and alone in the city lights, I know. But I will guide you home. But I will guide you in the shadows. You've been lost and alone. Letting love pass by, something I've done so many times. Trying to keep my head high while everybody's dancing. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the angel, the one I've been waiting for. You're the angel, the one that pulled me out of the dark. You're the angel. You're the letting go of the past, I can never understand. So many questions, why? Well, everybody's dancing. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the